DIFA could play a major role in Black America as far as...
Yes, DIFA plays a major role because it is DIFA that paved the way, DIFA that shows them the way. It is DIFA that will let you know who you are, what you are, and what's going to be your future. Yes.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people it's just the way we've been disconnected.
Yeah,
you don't understand how,
and that is why I'm saying this.
you don't understand how many Nigerians
Yes,
are scared of their own religion and would rather love Jesus and Islam, and it's just
it's just like what we are discussing there. And let me tell you that one. It's because of the colonial mentality, the way we were trained in the school, the way we were believed to abandon who we are, what we are, and that is the exact thing. And that is why you see today that most people are just in the Christian or Muslim ways. No, they don't know the value of who they are because they were told that who they are not as best or better than what the Europeans are. Do you understand it?
Yes, I do.
And that is why today you see many people again going back to the culture, going back to their ancestral worship. And let me let you know that
Go ahead.
no matter how Christian they are at times, they still go back to the ancestor, to the Babalawo, to the priest, if
Correct.
they have problem, because they know that is their source. You
Correct.
understand that?
Correct.
Yeah, and that's why they come to them. Even they might even come at night. Even the priest, the Christian bishop or something, at times they still come to them in night to look for African power. So that's it.
But do you think, because I know in Ghana, from what I understand, the pastors, what they'll do, they'll go to the countryside.
Yes, and look at the voodoo and
Right.
their power.
To grow their congregation.
Yeah,
so they're not being sincere.
Yeah, they are not sincere. That is it.
Right.
It's just like what the debate, the colloquium we have today. That what is the perception of the traditionalists or the traditional believers on corruption, and that is why you see what has been discussed today is that the major thing is your character. The Yoruba believe that it's your character that's very, very important, and then the love, and that's why you see the African people they love themselves. For instance, either they know you or they don't know you. Maybe you come to a place at night and then you don't have a place to sleep, they will harbor you. They don't want to know who you are. Once you are a woman, then they take you. So, but you see, those are bishops, is something, even here in Nigeria, at night they will come to the priest.
Yes.
To look for power to expand their congregation.
Correct.
Yes, we know they have that. But people are not being enlightened, people are not knowing what is the thing.
I think people know. It's just no one wants to admit it or accept it. Two more questions.
You may want to ask him questions.
Right.
Yeah, you may ask your two questions from me, and then if you want to ask.
Okay. Well, the questions were for both whoever could answer. So we discussed this a couple of days ago. Do you think corruption will end if every politician in Nigeria took a Ifa oath or practiced Ifa instead of
any traditional? Yeah, it's not. It will end if they made them to swear to the oath of the traditional oath, either Ifa, either Ogun, either Shango, either whatever. It's just like here. This is the power. Yeah. If you pray here, you're gonna get your prayer gonna be heard, and if you swear here, if you swear falsely, it's going to affect you. If you swear positively, it's going to affect you. So it is believed that if we all go back to the tradition, then the corruption will end.
And then another statement that I heard that they made at the colloquium, and that we discussed a couple of days ago, was back in before the European came, I guess.
Yes.
If I was selling yam on the side of the road.
Yeah, the woman said it.
Right, and then he brought it up too.
Yes.
What happened? Why can't? Let me finish. So we will sell yam on the side of the road.
Yes.
I can leave my yam.
Yes, exactly.
Go wherever.
Exactly.
If I leave 4 stones, that means 4 naira.
4 naira, yes.
The person will leave the money, take
Yes,
the yam.
yes.
No one stole.
Exactly.
You can leave your doors unlocked.
Exactly.
You didn't need the bars on the
Of course,
gates.
you don't need all of those things. You don't need them.
What happened? Why? What changed?
Yes.
Why do you now need all the security and
Yes,
you can't trust people?
Yes, it's because of the introduction of the foreign culture, the foreign religion, the foreign way of life. When they introduced the foreign way of life, when they introduced the religion will tell you, yes, if you sin, you can ask for forgiveness.
Yes.
That whatever you've stolen or something, once you ask for forgiveness, you'll be forgiven.
Correct.
That's the major problem. But in tradition, as something, if you steal, you know the penalty. That thou shalt not steal. If you steal, you know what you have to, the consequences. So that is why. So once they know that, they now, because of the corruption, because they want to get rich quickly, because they are already corrupted, they now move into the church so as to hide under the church.
Wow, that's powerful.
The research made by during the pre-colonial eras, when they intend penetrating Africa, they said what they discovered then, I forgot the name of the researcher, what they discovered then was that to conquer these people, we must take some things away from them. Make them, their culture look inferior.
Right.
Make their religion look inferior. And they take those two things away from us. You understand? So taking away those two things from us, it really affected us. Because with our culture, they found out that we are united with our culture. With our religion, they found out that we are religious, we are trustworthy. Before the colonials came to Africa. Africans are not corrupt before the pre-colonial era. It's just that they take away our religion and give us a foreign religion, which make us a bad influence, negative influence over us. That is what has changed us to what we are today.
So do you think a reason why that Nigeria has been stereotyped as a bad country has to do with the disconnection between the indigenous, our ancestral religion?
Yes. If we practice our ancestral religion, like I often tell people that politicians ought not to be sworn with Bible and Quran, because these things are not written in our own native language. Are you getting me? They are not written in our own native language. They don't understand us. Bible don't understand Africa. Quran doesn't understand African. You understand? They translated the language from their original language. But if they can swear with Ogun or Shango, which act fast, they understand our language and they work faster than this thing. If we can be doing that, Africa will be better developed. Nigeria will be better developed, because money meant for roads is being swindled, and public money end up in private pockets. If we can go back to their ancestral religion, things Nigeria will be better, far better than what it is now.
Do you think that in the future that Nigeria will go back? Not only Nigeria, because Benin is the only.
The whole world will go back to the religion, because as at now, Ifa is taking over the whole world. Mark my words, Ifa is taking over the whole world very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon, Ifa is taking over the whole world.
Do you know when?
Very, very soon.
Very, very soon.
Yeah. If you look at the population of Americans practicing Ifa religion, if you look at the population of Brazilians practicing Ifa religion, if you look at the population of Cubans practicing Ifa religion, if you look at the population of blacks in the world practicing Ifa religion, you know that very soon we are taking over.
Wow.
And the world will be a better place.
You know, the basic tradition is divination.
Divination.
So from divination, we have information more about voodoo.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask this. What are our elder, our priest, what's his thoughts on how voodoo is not negative, but the negative perception and stereotypes that's given to voodoo? What are his thoughts on that, and how can we go about changing that? Can you ask him?
How can we?
Like, what are his thoughts on how voodoo is giving a negative stereotype or made negative, and how can we change it to make it back positive?
You know, I would like to give you this answer.
Okay.
The answer is this: it's not the voodoo people that are making voodoo bad,
Uh-huh.
but it's the white people.
Yes.
It's the white people that are saying that voodoo is not good, voodoo is not this, voodoo is that.
Right.
So because they want to promote their own religion.
Right, Christianity, Islam.
Muslim, and the other religions.
So let me ask you this: do you think the reason why they're doing that because I think religion is a big business. So I think if black people were to go back to traditional religion, you think it will the reason why they make it bad, voodoo, is because of money. They don't want money to be spent amongst indigenous African religions instead of that money being spent with Islam and Christianity. What are your thoughts on that?
No, voodoo, they are not asking you about money.
Really?
But they just, if you need help.
Yeah.
They are not only voodoo priests, they are also traditional healers.
Okay.
They can help you. But before helping you, maybe they need a little bit money
to
buy something, to do something, and give. If you are happy, you have a solution about your problem, then if you have something, you just give them.
Okay.
They don't oblige you in anything.
Okay. Well, what are your thoughts as far as black people and Africans telling people don't go learn voodoo, don't learn animism, is not right, Jesus Christ is the way, or follow Islam? Islam, they really don't do that. I never met too many black Muslims who didn't practice indigenous religion, but for some reason Christians, a lot of Christians, they say don't do it because Jesus Christ is the way. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, the Christianist people are talking about the way you want to follow to find God. That's what they say.
Yeah.
We call this gospel or good news.
Right.
But you cannot. It's not written in the Bible.
Right.
To say that live your tradition.
But
the people that that are pastors.
Right.
Christianity matters. They like to tell people to come to Christianity.
Right.
But the voodoo people don't do that.
Right.
Because they don't oblige anyone.
Right.
If you want to, no, because they like what they are doing. That is why in Wida we have syncretism. People go to church in the morning, and night they practice it also voodoo. So that's what we call syncretism.
Okay.
Okay.
As far as Dogon spirituality, you know, it's probably like one of the last forms of African spirituality that hasn't been diluted and is original and is pure. But you know, when I come to Dogon country, I notice there are now Christians and Islam in Dogon country. What are your thoughts on that?
Follow. Alekunka jatela kato yen fe a fe ko islamo ko mancha chrétien ko mancha alekun karo dugu mogo kalan chuga mina dambe uni fe unde kumbea comme ale na ale anana soro chrétien be nana soro islamo ko fana chamon be ko yala ki hakilna jimai o ko tabolo la ko
bon nyeme fo odero ya ni ne ko alaban dugu ba ko de beseya lada nunu folo lada nunu ko chaman kun ben quoi o beta la ben romna mo be mo la o makanga se donc muso be to regilla o makanga tay donc mo sugu chaman be o makanga te donc fla do be ko do be o ba bo to yoromna hali ni be susuru la mɔgɔ ma kan ka mɛn hali ni fali kulekan bɛ yɔrɔ min na a tɛ se ka bɔ yen yiri dɔw bɛ yen lata yiri ninnu bɛ bɔ yɔrɔ min na mɔgɔ ma kan k'i ye donc o bɛɛ de b'a la quoi donc mɔgɔw cayala min kɛ o bɛɛ de kɛli ka gɛlɛn i y'a ye donc n'i ma don.
He said this is from the result of the people who are getting together. Because now the Dogon people start to leave Dogon country to go in other places, like in the city, where they meet people. And people have a different ideology. People have different mind. They meet with other people. He said, like the weak people, they can convince them to convert them in another religion. He said still the Dogon people in their majority, they are animists. And they believe with their Ama. The Ama is like God. So their God is the fetish. You understand what I mean? He said this is an example. Behind you, this is their Ama, this is their God. This is the God of that community. You understand what I mean? So then they give like animal blood or a millet creme to as a gift to their Ama. So they believe that animism is an alliance between nature and human being. So the fetish is here. The human being, if they want something from the nature.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. So this is Osu. And I noticed people were somewhat bathing in the water as well. Correct? People were bathing in the water. Is that part of the ritual?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that for?
You use the water for cleansing.
Okay. Spiritual cleansing.
Yes. Okay. You can do it too. You understand?
Yes.
You can do same too. Abi? Let's see. You feel a very strong energy.
I can run through a rock. I can run through a wall.
Okay. So okay. So